Welcome back, travelers. The Ghost Fox Alpha hangs in the inky black. Off its starboard bow sits a white and gold yacht, the occupants of which are displayed across the viewport in the bridge. They are in orbit outside the asteroid refueling station Zeta 9, in a dead part of space, in between the outer edges of charted, or what could be considered civilized space. Our travelers seek to find the origination point of a techno virus, the Ascendant strain, that appears to be spreading like wildfire throughout this sector of the universe. A member of the consortium, ranking very high up in the droid leadership, spared them from being pulled apart and imprisoned, and sent them out on this mission as a guise to avoid the droid capturing the Uber jump technology. Mahis appears to be infected with this very virus. Emboldened and empowered, nanites run through his lion body, strengthening and fortifying it. They seek a cure. And along with that, they seek a young droid female who has apparently created a lovely and adorable non-sexual relationship with an aging Aslan.
Weird distinction to need to make there, I would just call out.
Upon arriving in this sector, due to some substantially significant sensor rolls during the trip, they were able to isolate and prepare for the presence of a vessel. Mahis, the captain, and Valen stand on the bridge, while Graper and Dr. Sthathodl continue their work in the medical bay. But before we move into this moment of conflict, we're going to take a slight flashback back into a room littered with tools, data pads, and engineering implements. A tiny corner of the room is clear for sleep, and Chefa paces back and forth in front of a floating, slick silver cube that is inside of a disruptive field to stop it from broadcasting whatever signal it is that this thing broadcasts outside of this designated area. A data chip sits within the perimeter of the cube. And has been exposed in its entirety to the upload. A week has passed, and you're preparing to leave Jump. There's a little bit of a flashback. Chefa, can you give me a electronics computer roll, please?
Electronics computers. Let's see. 12.
With a 12, you're able to do some, with the help of Hans, some scans that like are modulated correctly to pierce the bubble without compromising it. It does appear, as you do scan the chit, that little Hans is still present, but then on closer inspection, you realize that this is nothing more than a ghost signal.
Ooh.
If one were to do a cursory inspection of this data chit, it would appear that the little Hans AI is present and unaffected. However, on a deeper dive, it appears little Hans is nothing more than a thin veneer layered upon layers and layers and layers and layers of what can only be described as almost imperceptible, indecipherable coding. Without removing the chit from the protective sphere, you're not able to determine much more.
All right. It seems we'll have to postpone a closer inspection so we can have a more sterile environment prepared. Can I could I upload a new copy of Hans onto it on top of the old one and see what happens? Like through the barrier, or would I have to take it out to send
To
anything
actually
to it?
upload new, you'd have to remove the chit to actually upload
Gotcha.
new information to it. The scans that you're able to do are just modulated at a specific frequency because you actually know the frequency of this. Basically, the way that since you did some good rolls to stop this broadcasting, you created like a constant variable field that this that the cube is constantly shifting to try to keep up with the Hans maintaining. And since you have the codes you can scan, but to do uploads, it would take too long. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. Yeah, I get it. Let's see. Could I just put an empty chit into the field? See if it uploads something to an empty chit? There's nowhere else to go.
Do you want to leave the other one in there too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See if they interact. At the moment, I think that's all I can do. This.
Okay.
And I'll go over the notes.
How do you
little
put
Hans.
the new chit in? So you're leaving the field running, and you're just dropping that new chit in.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do it?
It's probably like a computer timed, like when the code thing happens, and I can just like get something in like for that second, it'll just like shoot in and then stabilize in the center next to the other chit.
All right. Give me another electronics computers roll, please.
Of course. 11.
With an 11, you're able to modulate the frequency perfectly and get an empty chit in there.
Perfect. Little Hans, always keep an eye on what's going on here, and I would keep it secure. Keep it on a secure line.
Absolutely. I'll do it.
Perfect, Little Hans.
What are your hypotheses, Professor Fopple?
I haven't come to much of a conclusion yet, but we know that it's spreading itself. I do believe it might be related to this virus that we are talking about, both technologically related. So there is that. I'll have to talk to the doctor more, as he has more notes. Put a reminder in my schedule to talk to the doctor. Intended. I must make sure I go through all the proper procedures.
Yes. Yes, of course.
All right.
And just about that time, you hear over the intercom Big Hans come through, and he's like, Everyone to station! Everyone to stations! The captain has declared an alert! The captain has declared an alert! And our perspective shifts up to the bridge where Mahis, Valen, and Captain Helm stand. Mahis, with your diplomacy roll, you have eliminated the threat of surprise. You recognize this species. They are a blight that you have studied in your pursuit of diplomacy and understanding of other races. They are the Qatar, a humanoid ascended tick species centered around queens. These queens have, as far as you understand, a central council that is loosely organized. But basically, they are warlords. Call themselves pirates. But they're not even on the level of pirate. They populate uncivilized space and are like vultures and domineering fascist madmen at the same time. They control incredibly tough drones as the entirety of their crew through telepathic means, and constantly spawn more of these drones. They see other races as food or slaves to be eventually used as food. There is some more information that you feel like maybe you have locked away in one of your journals. You'd have to like try to roll to remember it, as far as like documented encounters with them and all that kind of stuff. But like as soon as you walk in and you see this creature that like the Captain Helm is trying to negotiate with, you recognize that there is no negotiation that can happen here.
Okay. So you said there's a roll I can make to see if I could ascertain some more stuff? Some more
Yeah, you
info?
can roll me another I would say like another diplomacy roll.
Right.
Guessing they're not settlers. They don't really settle anywhere.
What we get?
Settlers of Qatar.
We got 12.
All right. You know that they are specifically susceptible to energy weapons. You know that queens constantly reproduce as long as they have organic material. Basically, they constantly reproduce more and more drones. You know that the drones themselves are incredibly armored and have and like basically are like have like super tough carapaces, but their eyes and their mouths are weak points. And you also know that when the drones are ready to die, they have a certain function where they will explode, spreading acid and bile everywhere around them.
Okay, few things, guys. And repeat back what I said to everyone in the crew. What you just said to everyone in the crew. I'm gonna leave out the reproducing queen because I don't know if that matters as much.
Are they resistant to their own acid? I'm assuming. Like their exterior.
They are. Well, if you
You need to
like,
use lasers. Don't be next to them when they die and aim for the eyes. There you go.
You guys are continually getting audio transmissions, even though Captain Helm, you've muted the transmission. It's like,
little pirate.
Captain, I think we should fire on them before they get a chance to fire at us first.
Yep. Permission
You'll be the
granted.
first.
Take fire.
this giant, engorged, tick-like humanoid lifts up this this drained juice box of a human and tosses it to the side, and you see all these big, thick carapace drones scuttling over to it, delivering it away.
Well, that's disgusting. Valen, take aim. Prepare the laser cannons. Let's take fire.
So we're about to enter ship combat. You were not here, Mahis, when we were discussing this, but everyone has a role. I think it sounds like Chef is either going to go engineer or sensors. Captain Helm's going to go commander. Valen's going to go. I think Valen's going to go pilot.
Gunner.
Or gunner.
Hans is pilot.
And then we have basically it's comms, engineers, commander, pilot, gunner, marine, which I thought that would probably be perfect for Mahis. That's either to repel a boarding party or to try to like initiate a boarding action.
Yeah, let's do that.
What do you, Doctor? You hear all this going on over the intercoms. You're down there with Graper, and Graper's like, "Oh, Doctor, I'm not a fighter at all, sir. Perhaps I'll go and curl up in a ball in my quarters."
No.
Good.
You don't have to do any fighting necessarily, but you probably do need to make sure that you're checking different areas of the ship in case there's an emergency. Because if a console explodes on someone, they'll definitely need medical attention.
And speaking of that, let's be clear about what we got going on here. You guys have just exited jump, depleting a substantial amount of your fuel. You have enough to fire weapons and use your maneuver drives and all that kind of stuff, but I will be keeping track of that as you guys use everything. We'll see how you do on all that. Part of that energy system that you have is maintaining the cryopods and the environmental stabilization unit that is like the fuel, the specialized fuel tank for the. And just a reminder for you, Doctor, you have one patient, Susan, who was the robotic armed one that Mahis ripped her arm off and then put it on his tail and made it into a cybernetic tail for himself. And she is in a cryopod. You have 3 other cryopods that are are actively being used to hold samples, right? So you have 2 that are holding samples, 1 that's empty, and then you have 1 that has Susan in it, and then you have a dose of the symbiote virus that is in a little containment unit that's attuned to Susan, that's prepared to turn her into fuel. And the ship's parameters for the Uber jump are designated and engineered to match Susan for fuel.
That's beautiful.
Hell yeah. Look at y'all thinking ahead.
Susan B. Anthony, first fuel lady.
That being said,
Captain, should I fire?
Fire.
let's do some rolls for.
Do some rolls, huh? Damn, dog, it's a little late.
What do you want us to roll?
Well, first, naval tactics. I need a naval tactics from Captain Helm.
Stand by.
Ooh, nice roll.
Damn. All right, now we got to do initiative.
Now, Hans is the ship, so he's rolling for initiative, right?
Yeah, Honey Boy's got to roll, right?
No, I think you roll.
I'll do it.
It's a pilot skill, right? And then
Yeah,
thrust.
pilot. Okay, so is Hans piloting?
Hans is piloting. Hans, prepare for maneuvering.
Preparing.
Fuck this up, robot.
He's not a robot. He's a ship.
He's so much more than that to us.
Y'all have never read Culture, have you?
I'm not a
Hans is
man
our
of culture,
friend.
unfortunately.
Hans is our compatriot. Hans is sometimes our only chance.
It's a real 180 there.
Cut to Chuff in the lab.
Am I
Little Hans, go
remembering the wrong
dance.
person? I think I'm remembering the wrong character because it's like, doesn't somebody in our crew not like AI because they've been trying to kill him?
Not me. And ever since Graper came around, I've really grown. Hans has grown on me. But god damn, I can't stand Graper.
He's not so bad. Little annoying around the edges. Knocked him down a few pegs now that he
I
lost
don't.
all of his
Something
certificates.
about him. I just don't think he's trustworthy.
The throttle seems to have him wrapped around his finger.
That's right. As long as the doctor.
What
can
did you
hold
get
him
for your? What did you get? You got 13 for your
13.
naval.
like a boss.
We about to fuck these ticks up. Ooh, Hans, my boy.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
My
Good
guys-
decision making. Good decision making, Hans.
Sheesh.
So you completely demolish them in initiative. The creature, the like, as you see, like all these drones scuttling about. Do you guys leave the communications open or shut it down?
Shut it down. It was shut down. We ain't talking no more.
Mahis, are you still in the bridge? Are you throwing on some ceremonial? Are you running to go through your? You got your armor on. I guess you did say that. You did say before you went to the bridge that you had your armor on. So you got your ceremonial armor on.
Yeah. It's so funny. I think I did because I thought it was diplomacy time. So I would have to switch out the armor.
What armor are you gonna switch it? Do you have other armor?
Combat
right?
flex.
Yeah. So we can say that
the ceremonial bless plate it's weaker, and it also doesn't do anything. It's only for because it's supposed to be for my diplomatic things. There's no bonus or anything. It's just been a character thing.
So basically, you walk in and So basically, what I imagine is that you walk in, you see this tick monster on the data pad, and you're immediately like, that guy's gonna fuck us up. And then you like immediately turn and run to go put your combat flex armor.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's hilarious.
What's our distance from the tick monsters? What's our distance from the tick monsters, Captain?
You guys are medium. You guys are medium distance away. You're 5 thrust points away from them.
Oh my god.
You're 5,000 kilometers away.
We're pretty close. About 5 clicks out.
Ram them.
Roger, Roger.
So
thrust them.
Fire when ready, Valen.
That being said, you're the commander, Captain Helm. We're gonna start this off. All right. Move. You're in the maneuver step. You guys, you can go toward them. You can use your 2 points of thrust for this round to go toward them. You can save points of thrust for evasive actions if you'd like to do that. What do you order Hans to do?
I think we should
You can spend
hold steady, save for
gunners.
evasive action, and fire.
I agree completely, Captain.
So you want to hold? You want to hold steady? You don't want to move?
Prepare for evasive action, Hans. We're gonna take aim. Hold her steady. Valen,
You want to do 8 gunners then?
aid the gunners.
What am I aiming at, Captain?
Disable life support if you can, but Hans, do you have a readout on their shields?
With a 15, wow. So that's 7. So that's gonna help. That's gonna make sure whoever a gunner is, you get a +7 on that. So 8 gunners, you spend a point of thrust, so you only have 1 point of thrust left for this round. You have +7 on your gunner roll. It appears the ship itself, the ship itself is like sitting there, and we'll get to sensors rolls and everyone else is that's the action phase. So we're doing the so it goes maneuver, attack, and then action steps. Okay. Valen, you can do a called shot if you want to shoot life support, though there's a negative penalty to it.
I mean, do we know where the life support is after talking to Hans? Fuck it, I got a +7.
You know.
Yeah, I'm aiming for life support.
Fire. Just fire at will. Fire at will.
You're gonna fire the beam lasers or the missile?
Beam lasers.
Beam laser.
Good,
Sorry, Captain calling it.
Good
Beam
captaining,
lasers
dude.
Firing beam lasers at the life support, Captain. What's the negative modifier on it? I'll just.
There's no negative modifier. Hold on. I just gotta look at something real quick. Let's see.
I'm baking cookies. They're gonna be tasty.
All right. Beam laser is just 1D. I'm sorry, not 1D. Just roll your gunner attack. Roll your gunner skill, please.
And you said add
7.
7, right?
Yeah. So it's effective 6. Roll 1d6, please. Okay.
Hey.
Are you trying to do a called shot on it?
Yeah, aiming at life support.
Ooh.
I'm a pirate. Fights quickly.
Cripple them.
That's all the food they were saving later. It's just the people in the yacht, and you're just killing them all. They kept them on life support. That'd be fun. What if there's hostages, bro?
All right. That brings you
Collaborators.
to a 12. You're so you could so I'll let you decide. So plus 6, an effective 6 or more above 8. So if you get a 14, it's a critical hit automatically on the effect. Okay, but since you did the called shot, it would not be a critical hit. Does that make sense?
It does. So it'd be a 12 without the critical
Yes.
hit, right?
So I'll let you this time if you'd like to. You can call you can say it's a called shot or not, or I'll let you take it back if you don't want to say it's a called shot and you can do it. We can roll on the table to see where the critical hit goes.
We'll roll on the table for the critical hit.
Okay.
Thank you, Agent Smith.
Let's.
Mr. Anderson.
All right, roll 2d6, please.
Cargo hold.
Oh, so you did 10. So 1. What'd you get?
An 8.
An 8. That's the M drive. They got a -1 to their pilot checks going forward. You fucking direct hit to the M drive. We've slowed them down a bit. Great job, Fallon.
Good hit.
Thank you, Hans. Thank you, Captain. I trained for this.
Oh wait, it's gonna. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't I get to roll for the severity?
They still have maneuver roll. They didn't use any of their maneuver points, so they're gonna reduce that. So you actually don't get a critical hit. I'm sorry. I'm really my bad. I'm still figuring
We're
all this
learning.
out.
It's all good.
So basically, they can do evasive action, which they spend a point of thrust, and it will lower your attack roll by the pilot skill level, which is 3. So that's going to bring it down to 7 damage. So you're going to do 7 damage to their hull. as you like are about to hit him right on the port for the M drive, you see the blue gravitic engines light up and the ship moves out of the way.
Damn, those shifty bastards. They're better than we thought they are, Captain.
That's all right. We'll regroup. Keep our heads on. Prepare for evasive action, Hans.
All right. What actions do you guys want to take during the action round?
Prepare to fire to counteract missile shots.
We're saving our other action for evasive action if they fire at us.
Well, you're saving your M drive stuff, but like Mahis, are you trying to like initiate a? Are you like trying to initiate a boarding action? Are you trying to throw on a vac suit and just launch yourself out into space, trying to get at him?
No, that sounds like a terrible idea, dude. What the fuck?
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. So what does everyone do?
Live, it seems.
Use your
You're on
rocket spirit.
sensors. Do you want
He's
to do
like,
a
he's like, do you
sensors
want to just fuck the shit up, kill your character, dude? You can do it. You can
lock?
right now.
I'm just trying to make it clear. So you can initiate a boarding action as our resident sensors operator. We can get a sensors lock. Doctor, what are you doing during all this? What are we doing during the action phase? Sensors lock would be just a roll. This sensors roll.
Could I do electronic warfare?
Yeah.
I'd like to just scramble their scanners, try to ghost us out a bit as we maneuver.
Who's on my engineer post? God damn it, where's Graper?
Okay, so, and I do know that these things eat people, right? Like, they don't want to just destroy us. They would likely want to board us, right? Is that something I can ascertain? No? They are pirates. Like, if they blow up everything, they don't get anything.
Well, that's why I was trying to disable life support so we can kill them and then board their ship after they're already dead.
Okay.
Can I have like a triple lock on my door?
They do love harvesting biological material for sure. You know that, and they probably would like to get whatever you have. So they probably will initiate a boarding action at some point.
I think I should assemble the boarding team to defend the anti-board. Unless we're taking
I love that East.
I'm here. I've been told to keep an eye on things by Zathotl, so I won't be a part of the defending party, but I'm here to
You're on
keep
the engineer post, Graper. We'll use you as a human shield if it comes down to it.
I'm not exactly.
No, I want to do like the John Wick where I want to get guns ready for like when it's time for everyone to get to the door to fucking, you know what I mean? I'm gonna like put a.
You want to get locked and loaded at the airlock?
Yeah, I want to make sure everyone has their gear, like vac suits are ready, so when it's time to fucking boogie, it's time to boogie. You know what I mean? And then I'll be ready if we're gonna do an offensive board. I'll be ready.
So you make your way down the airlock. You're prepped and ready, so there won't be any loss of time if they do like initiate a boarding action for sure. What about you, Zathotl? What are you doing?
Just shadow boxing. Just getting ready. Listening to Rocky. Eye of the Tiger. You know what I mean? It's Eye of the. No.
I'm gonna be on standby for now, but I'm making sure that that our fuel, quote in quotation marks, isn't disturbed.
Okay. Yeah, you're just like keeping an eye on everything, making sure there's no disruption of the energies and all that kind of stuff. Hello.
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 How did you get on this ship?
Sorry. Sorry, she like body slammed a soda onto my desk.
Nice. I'm gonna get some soda.
Okay, but yeah, I'm just for now. I'm just making sure that that part of that the fuel, our special fuel source, does not get disturbed by this fight.
you want to do an electronic warfare? You're trying to jam. Are you trying to jam their sensors?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yes, precisely. Blind them. Would that be a sensors or a comms roll?
Sensors.
Oh!
You almost got it, dude. You almost got them disrupted. You almost got their comms all disrupted, and then it's like, whoa, what the fuck? There's the surge of like of ability from the other side, and there's like a fritz on your sensors, and Hans like, restarting sensors protocol. It will be 1 moment, please. 1 moment, Cheffa.
Damn it! I'll like slam my hand on the chair.
All right, so we got Mahis in position. We've got, you guys have saved your points of thrust. Zathottle's monitoring everything. Graper's over in engineering, fumbling around.
It's as many laser weapons as we have, by the way.
Action. What'd you say?
That's what I got ready for everybody if they need them. As many laser weapons that we have on board. I think we got some, don't we?
After failing with the sensors, he's like, "Damn it!" Just run out to join.
Mahis.
Mahis, yes. Sorry. Damn. I'd like to reassign to Marine with Mahis.
Oh, you're abandoning sensors. Okay.
I'm abandoning sensors.
Oh no!
I'm like,
Oh, no.
Little Hans, I need you to take over my post.
Hans can do sensors, no worries. Hans should probably roll for everything. To be
Specifically, Little Hans, I think, should be on sensors.
Alright.
As it turns out, if we had to assign Hans a numeric value for rolling dice for situations, his would be higher than all the rest of ours collectively. I really think he should be doing all the rolls.
I forgot about that aspect. He is way smarter than us.
So That'll now has to wonder if these other guys are infected with the technological virus.
You see, you guys, you
looking at
see,
me.
they're like, Hans sounds the alarm. He's like, Captain, they're initiating their gravitic drive to make it more likely that they will be able to hit us. Oh, and they're unleashing a salvo.
Evasive action, Hans. Yes.
Evasive act. Yeah, what's your pilot? And you're gonna use Hans's pilot roll.
Fuck yeah, we are.
All right, so
Does the Tin Man have a sheet metal cock?
what is Hans's pilot ability? I think it's pretty high.
I looked at it.
3.
It was nice. It
He's
was very
really
good.
bad.
I mean, it's not as good as mine, but it's good. Real good. Especially if you roll it with education or intellect, which you should.
That brings it down to a 14.
That's a critical hit, isn't it?
Being
Oh, God.
explode.
All right, I'm gonna roll on the critical hit table.
Oh god.
Okay, so that is a critical hit to your power plant. And you oh, God.
Oh no.
Are you
Isn't
keeping
the-
track of this number of this damage, Nardi?
I can.
Isn't a 3 the fuel on the critical hits table?
Yeah, it is. It's a 3 and then a 2. Your maneuver drive, your maneuver drive is reduced to you have no maneuver points left anymore. Your maneuver drive is off,
It didn't help us to.
and your power is reduced by 10% of the efficiency of the power plant. You did. Let's see.
So it did help us a little bit then.
What?
Our evasive action.
Oh yeah, it definitely did.
All right, all right.
Uh.
Hold her steady, everyone.
And that
Return
is-
fire, Valen. Aid, Hans,
So
aid.
25 damage, and you have 4 armor, so 21 damage to your hull. 21 damage to hull. 21 damage to hull. Maneuver drive is offline.
Rate of fire when ready, sir.
Aid in firing on, and Valen, take fire when ready. Let's get the best shot you can.
Fuck.
And they got a they have a sensors lock on us, sir. And they're in the action phase of their round.
Wait.
Alert!
Fire?
Alert! There is a boarding action in progress. Entities are being launched from the opposing vessel toward us.
Valen, can you hit him?
They will arrive in 2 rounds.
Can I
No,
take
we should keep
firing
firing on the
actions
ship.
during the... Alright.
Well, he can't. So you can't fire on them because you fired. Like if he held his, or if she held her shots, she could. But since she already fired this past round, she
But
can't.
don't we have 2 turrets, so Hans can shoot a turret, right?
You have double turrets. You have a single double turret.
Okay.
Yeah. You can customize it later. You have another hard point, so you could do like double beam lasers and then double missiles, so that you could like be more efficient. But right now you have a beam laser and missile. You could fire on your next round or save a reaction if they like to. You could fire on the active boarding.
Well, let's.
All right, so it's back to you. It's back to it's back to the top of the round. It's back to you guys.
Captain, suggest making evasive maneuvers for the boarding craft so that they have a harder...
Yeah, let's move away from him.
M drive is offline.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, thanks. I thought Graper was supposed to be doing something. Where's my engineer? Damn it!
Oh, I'm right here. Do you have any do you have anything in M drive?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got J drive.
Okay. So repair system. Engineer check 8. You got it's a difficulty 8. With an 11, I gotta figure out exactly, but from my understanding, so you're able to reduce the severity of this. So he's like, Zathal, you like drop your stethoscope, your digital fucking space stethoscope, step up to the plate and fucking run over and start rearranging things in a panel. And Han's like, oh, M drive is online. We have 1 point of thrust.
Beautiful. Let's prepare for evasive action again. They're gonna inevitably fire again. If we can't, as soon as we can fire, we need to, Valen. I don't know if it's worth trying to get a sensor lock. Hans, can you try to get a sensor lock?
I can try to get a sensor lock, but technically the way the rules work, you can't do a sensor lock until the action phase, which is after the attack phase. So, no one.
Okay. Well, can we fire? Are we capable of firing now?
Yes.
Fire!
Valen, fire.
With
You
no
use the
modifier.
lasers or the missiles.
Lasers.
Lasers. With the pilot modifier.
So it's a new round. So you have 1 point of thrust. You could save it for evasive action, or you could,
We gotta save it for evasive action, I think.
Roger, Captain.
All right, and 11. They're gonna use their evasive action, which brings it down to 8. So you do still hit. So roll damage.
Was that 2d6?
Yeah.
Oh, Space Mountain.
8 damage. All right.
Where's he gonna hit?
You only get that if you roll criticals.
Okay.
Wait, it does say if an attack roll against a spacecraft has an effect of 6 or higher and it causes damage, a critical hit has been scored. But technically, we do need to roll critical hit location. Unless I'm reading that wrong.
No, you're right. As long as the damage and the effect in total are above, yeah. So
3, the power plant.
Yes.
okay.
An eye
plant.
for an eye.
Power plant, and that's that's a level 1. So there, so you have taken offline their M drive. Congratulations, on their power is reduced by 10%. As you so like you fire back at them and like you see like this blistering scar across this white gold yacht that hovers in front of you. It's action phase time. What are we doing? Yeah, let's do a little RP moment. Chefo, you roll up with Mahis is fully decked out in his flex armor, standing by the airlock. You come rolling up on him.
Oh yeah.
Like ready to marine it up with him.
Dual pistols. A Gauss pistol and I think an energy pistol? Auto pistol. And then all my like a backpack full of like what's it, antique type weapons but that have been upgraded.
Yeah,
Or like
you
one
see,
of each.
yeah,
right now.
you got your like floating, you got your little floating little Hans boomerang behind you. Mahis, you see Chefa come like trundling up. He's all like decked out in gear, ready to rock and roll with you at the airlock entrance.
Goggles on. Full on computer screen in the goggles.
That's dope. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
I'm here to back you up, Mahit. I figured anything that would make you run out of the room like that, you'd need some backup.
I keep putting on my armor and
There are
get
at
the proper
least 10.
straps and stuff.
There are at least 10 bogies incoming for our airlock. They appear to be equipped with thrusters that are pushing them toward us. They will be here within 1 round of theoretical, if this was a tabletop game, combat rounds.
You know, do you have any explosives?
Alan, we may want to switch to defending when they come to the airlock. Might be our best chance.
What if we set up like a
Captain,
little...
how do you feel about using
trap.
missiles on the boarding craft in order to help thin them out?
Do it. Let's take aim at the boarding craft. Next chance that we get. Let's do aim assist with our final moving point during this action phase. Is that allowed?
Sensor lock on the boarding craft.
Sensor lock on the boarding craft, Hans.
Little Hans.
Hans and subordinate Hans. Dom Som Hans.
No explosives, but I have a super kinetic.
Super kinetic, what is this?
It's the best way I could describe it. It's a javelin that I could throw really fast.
Be right back.
So, these things are very armored. Short of their eyes and their mouths. They only seem to be weak to maybe, laser weapons.
Sensor lock established.
But I feel like a kinetic javelin might do the trick, right? Like piercing should pierce armor.
It's basically a missile.
I got a pistol.
We should definitely missile them with that.
Bio break, 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So right now I'm looking up games that I could find like a decent. Like I'm gonna record a space battle. Let's see if I put it in the background of this. What?
What is it?
I got Rebel Galaxy.
There's what games have good space combat?
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. No Man's Sky looks kind of nice.
Right now I got.
And
Our Citizen has some realistic space combat.
What is it?
the new Warhammer game, maybe some cutscenes from that include space combat. I don't know yet.
All right
I
now
need to get that game.
I'm downloading Spaceborne 2, which is like a shitty thing with cool flying physics. But yeah.
What is it? Star Citizen?
No.
Is that the one? Is that the one when you're like first person?
Yeah, that's the one that's
It's like a
like-
whole. It's a massive multiplayer online.
Yeah.
Retardation that's been in development for 20 years.
I think I saw like 1 or 2 YouTube videos about it. That's all I know about it.
I'm also downloading Rebel Galaxy, which is neat. If you ever played that, it's like a old ass space game. You're like a bounty hunter lady.
And I tell you, cookies and milks, flat.
So true.
It's classic.
Oh, I still need to make your spear mahis.
Oh,
Forgot about
shit.
that. Need to find some traditional Aslan spear designs.
I think Rebel Galaxy is gonna be the one, dude. It looks legit.
Hell yeah.
The ships are cool looking.
Ooh, Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, Star Wars. I mean, that's a real good one. Oh shit! I just popped it down.
All right. So what's so Chefa and Mahis, you guys were talking about some preparations?
Yes, we're calling this plan Preparation H.
Okay.
No, kind of. So he's talking about kinetic, using his kinetic missile spear. I would like to try to set some sort of ambush. Yeah, dude, can I roll for ambush, whatever this is? Oh wait, you know what? I do have throwing. I have an explosive boomerangs, dude. I do.
You have boomerangs too?
I got. Yeah, of course I got it, dude. It was an option to buy them. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course I'm gonna buy. So I would like to
I'll
make
tell
a
you
fixture.
what, I'll let you guys both do. You trying to set up an ambush?
Yeah.
Correct.
I got 2 explosive boomerangs. And they do a fuck ton of damage. And I have space meth. Together.
They're explosive. You're on a ship.
Well, they don't win if we all die. You know what I mean?
Let's see here. I'm trying to look at it.
They only win if we die, and they don't.
Let's have a crazy compound bow, like a laser rope.
Let's have a stealth roll from Mahis. And
so wouldn't the explosion like suck everything out the way it explodes? So what if we sealed off this area for where they're about to dock us, and we sealed it off from the rest of it? And, oh wait.
Well, you told me, are you just trying to set up explosives in the airlock so that when they like are entering the airlock, you just blow the explosives? Is that what you're trying to do, or are you trying to ambush them with explosives?
Well, I don't want to blow up the ship. But I just found out I had explosives, so I'm trying to figure out a way I could use these explosives. But yeah, I'll roll a stealth. That's fine. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I just want to know what if you're trying to set up where you're like, basically, if you want to set up.
Well, I got the engineer
so that you guys are like in the best possible position to like when they breach the airlock and they're coming in to like get surprise on them. Then I'll have you roll. Stealth.
Let's do that because they're in vac suits, right?
Or if you're trying to lay explosives in straight like scorched earth, like when they come in, like that kind of deal.
Well, I feel like it's gonna be. They're obviously gonna be in vac suits.
I would do like a. So basically, you could set up for the boarding action so that you could possibly get surprised, or you could set up, or if you guys wanted to try to like put your minds together and create like a trap so that like that may delay their boarding by like blowing the hatch on the airlock. We could do a combo. We could do like a combo roll on that.
That sounds sweet. That sounds cool.
What if we include your explosives in a group of material when we blow the hatch? A mix of debris and explosives get launched at the intruders.
Oh, to put holes in their suit. Fuck yeah, yeah. There's just 10 of them, dude, and they're badass. And we can't have.
I bet we can take out at least 2 with that.
So if there's a queen on the ship, and she'll just keep shitting out drone after drone after drone, we need them up front, fighting on the ship to kill them. Or end them, right? We have to stop these guys from coming. So, I don't know if we can have a full-on war here against 10 of them and survive. Unless we fucking do some sweet-ass shit. Come on, Jeffa. Let's do this combo roll. I think we can blow them up.
So let's do a stealth roll from you, Mahis, and an engineering roll from you, Jeffa, please.
Alright. Sorry.
Or an explosives roll for you, Jeff.
I could do either.
Oof.
They both use the same modifiers and everything, so it would be the same either way.
Low rolls, dude. We we are panicking.
Yes.
We
Alright,
are
so this is the
panicking,
way
dude.
it is. So Cheffa, you are able to place these explosives in a way that has a 50% chance of blowing the airlock as they're like forcibly pressurizing it for entry
We should get in vac suits.
and evacuating it, and a 50% chance of damaging the vessel from the inside.
We should get in vac suits.
Okay.
So when it blows, if it works, we just open fire on them as well.
I assume you guys are, the way I look at it, so we can go ahead and pull this up real quick. Hold on.
I don't have a vac suit.
No, we all have one. It's like
And I don't know if Valen has seen this yet, but if you guys look at
Our ship should have some.
No, I'm not trained in vac suit.
this is your ship, Valen. Your ship.
Me and Valen are.
All right. Where's the airlock at?
The airlock is 14. So it is it's like in the it's basically it's like in the front, so they're like coming up under the belly of the ship and like trying to hit it with these with this silver pod.
Right here. Nice.
You guys are all stacked up in there.
Well, this is the helm, right?
We're
9.
still on the bridge right now. But it's right there, so luckily we can just jump right in if we have to. That's great. Although it does seem to be a design flaw to have the airlock be right next to the...
It's not on the same. It's on the lower deck. It's not by the bridge.
well, we're still... Valen and I are still on the bridge, I think.
We are.
All right. Hold on. Sorry, I'm looking at this boarding action thing.
Actually, I don't know if it's helpful, but I do have some grenades.
Yeah, dude.
I
More.
just remembered.
We just fucked up our rolls,
But-
so like let's overextend.
It's they're EMPs. I have EMP grenades.
I mean,
Don't use those in an
what-
airplane.
but wouldn't that shut off their suits?
If we launched it at their pod,
Well, like when they open the hatch, it
All right,
blows
Val-
and then
so
it
we're
shuts
gonna
off
do a
whatever
roll-
survival things they
We're gonna do a
have.
boarding action roll, and I'm gonna let you, as the Marine, roll it. Okay.
Okay.
Mahis. So, if you look at the boarding action table, I just double checked the rules. It's just a straight 2D with the modifiers on it. Okay.
What modifiers do I have?
So the modifiers are +1 for superior armor, +1 for superior weaponry, +2 for superior skill and tactics, +1 for superior numbers, +3 for vastly superior numbers, -2 for defender has no marines. Okay. So
I just rolled 2d6.
so you're gonna roll 2d6 +2 because you guys have superior skill and tactics. And
Nice.
they're going to roll 2d6 +3 because they have superior armor, weaponry, and superior numbers.
Not good.
yeah.
There we go.
We're gonna add 2 to that, right? So 10.
10, so you got 11. Fuck.
Oh, plus 3. Oh fuck.
Oh, wait.
No, they got an 8.
Oh, so we got 10. Because we don't have the plus 2. Nice.
Oh, shit.
Let's go. It fucking
We
worked,
wiped them all
Sheffa! It worked!
A bunch of sticks hit them.
Do you guys just hear a large boom and a shake? What the fuck was that?
Do not break my ship.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So this is how it works. The fighting continues. So you guys, so you guys are prepping. So I'm saying you guys are prepping. You guys are like getting ready and trying your best to delay them. Like you haven't really done anything to escape them, so they're still hurtling in towards you. So it makes sense. Fighting continues. Give me who wants to roll at 1d6? Just a 1d6 vote.
Who?
Mayhe's.
1d6? Okay. Here goes nothing.
You got this.
I didn't see it. I don't see it yet.
A 4.
I got a 4. That's not bad. It's above average.
That's great. That's great. So that means like as the first of these silver bullets that's been fired toward your ship are coming in, they are being hit by there's suddenly like some passing asteroid dust from the nearby asteroid cluster where the refueling station is lodged that you see slamming into them, and their thrusters start to sputter. They slow down and they're delayed, and it's like you can see them, you can like imagine these creatures scuttling around inside trying to get these thrusters back online so they can get over to you.
Captain, it looks like their boarding ships have had some issues. Hans, can we get an update on their arrival?
They are delayed. They appear to have thruster issues. However, they have fired. They have fired grapplers. And I need someone to roll me a 2d6, please. Who's feeling like they're gonna?
I'll do it.
Oh.
Oh. What happened?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, no.
They shoot these grapplers into your hull and tear off 2 plates of 2 big fucking plates of your hull. You're gonna take 9 hull damage.
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck? This spaceship is made of Swiss cheese. Rice cakes.
That's all we got. Do not denigrate her name.
Stop eating
Her
her.
name never came out of my mouth.
All right. Are we gonna fire on these vessels or what? What's stopping us from doing that?
Is there a picture of these guys? Do we have pictures of the Tick Boys?
Tick boys.
I want a picture of the Tick Boys.
Yeah.
I want a Tick.
You're 73 hull points.
I need a ticker.
Already.
A picture.
Tram. You hear me?
Oh, I hear you. Doxing me.
We're not streaming. All right.
Fire! Fire on the vessel.
That's the end of so that's the end of the round. Let's see here. I think that's everything for you guys, unless anyone has anything else. So it's gonna be their M drive is offline, and they're gonna roll an attack.
What is the name of the species again? Macon?
The Qatar.
The Qatar is spelled with a K?
Khat apostrophe
A-T. Yeah. Oh, okay. I can't find a picture of him. No, want one. I don't know.
19 damage.
Oh.
You guys have 4 points of armor. That brings it down to 15.
Wait, we got a maneuver move point.
Do you want to try to? Yeah. You're gonna
Evasive action.
Evasive action.
Hans.
Hans is like, you got it, boss. And the gravitics drives jerk into fucking motion. You guys are unaffected, of course, because you have perfect. You have perfect artificial gravity on the Ghost Fox out.
Got the space legs.
Your little Millennium 70s Millennium Falcon fucking jets out. Helm stands there looking out from his shag carpeted bridge with
His arms behind his back.
overtones, his hands behind his back. Valen, you sit in your turret gunner seat. I don't know how you imagine it. It's just like a classic leather chair with joysticks kind of deal, or if you're like up in like a tube kind of thing, or what you're thinking.
But you know, it's just a chair with a console, and then
like straight Star Trek style.
Yeah, Star Trekky style.
All right, so yeah, you're like tapping away on the buttons. Fucking, we cut down to the outside the airlock, and while Mahi's not doing a great job of being stealthy, as he like growls because he can't help himself at the thought of battle.
Oh my god.
Chefa sits there with a detonator in his hand and waiting for the incoming onslaught. The throttle continues to monitor the cryo bed in the fuel environmental control area / fuel center. The cat, who's starved to death in the quarters you guys have left it in.
Oh yeah.
Remember the cool cat? Do you guys feel like
We
you would
let
ever
it
let
out.
the cat out? Oh, you did?
Yeah.
The cat sits. Then the cat lays upon one of the empty seats in the bridge, purring, with its weird tentacle eyes and shit like that. Captain, we're doing great.
Well, we may have different definitions of that, Hans, but let's keep it together.
Oh no! Incoming attack!
Fire! Fire!
You guys get hit. So yeah, so we take it down by Hans's piloting skill, which is 3. So that is so that's an 11. Back down to an 8. So 8 points of hull damage. Minus your armor, so 4 points of hull damage.
So that takes us down to... We had 21 before, and then we had 14, or was it 9 for the grappling?
9.
And how much you giving me now?
4. I think that drops you to 67. as you guys are knocked. Incoming hit! All systems are still operational, sir.
All right, let's fire on those pods when we get an opportunity. So,
I think the pods have been delayed. Should we fire on the pods, or do you want us to keep firing on the tick ship?
let's fire on the pods. I think they're the more imminent threat. They get in here, we're gonna have some nasty work to do.
Roger,
All right.
roger. Firing missiles at the pods.
Well, hold on a second, because it's still there. They just fired at you with their lasers, and like raked across your bow. It's like a naval battle. This one, back and forth. As you, I'm gonna. All right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I got 2 guys stacked on Marines. I got the doctor on engineering. I got Hans on piloting, Valen on gunner, and the captain on commander. No one's on sensors, correct?
I thought Little Hans was uncensored.
Little Hans was
Lawns.
Okay. Little Hans, you're right. You fucker.
Because that's specified.
It was explicit.
Because I wanted his alerts.
Okay.
I love his voice.
Little Hans. Captain! Commander Cheffa! Commander Cheffa!
Yes, Little Hans, what is it?
We have a problem, sir. I'm doing my best over here on sensors, but sir, they've got a lock on us.
Bring it up on my feed. I'll see if I can do anything. I'll see if could I help him with electronic warfare through my AR goggles.
I'll just since you are like actively like committed to a role, and like technically you're supposed to take a role. I don't know that I'm gonna keep this rule, but you're technically supposed to like take a round to like reorient to another task, which I think is good. I don't know that I don't know that I'll necessarily make you like take a whole round to switch to another task, like just switching. But I think that I will say you can't switch between tasks necessarily. But since you're not really doing anything that much this round, I will let you roll an intellect roll, and just a straight intellect.
Gotcha.
And we'll say if you, it's a 2D. We'll do an 8. So if you beat an 8, then you have enough intellect to help him.
I got an 8.
All right. There you go. So you have enough fucking brain power to go around. So yeah, I'll say, give me a sensors roll if you can beat him. I'm trying, sir. I'm trying, sir. I'm not as smart as Big Hans. I'm not. I'm just a regular little computer man.
I understand, Little Hans. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. And he's like, and he's like typing out in the AR like goggles that he's seeing. He's got a 10. Let's see what they have to say about this. Yeah.
Center lock still established, sir. I'm
Code
sorry.
going by.
You're not able to disrupt it, sadly. But
Damn! The whole like display like gets torn apart.
yeah, your hollow display gets torn apart, and you're back outside the airlock waiting for whatever's next.
Detonator in hand still.
Okay. That's
Crap.
it. That's it for their round. Captain Helm.
We gotta try to hit back.
Oh wait, engineering. Oh wait, no, that was their round. It's your round again.
Where do you want me to fire, Captain? We have a sensor lock.
On the pods?
Hold on, before
On
you
the
guys
ship.
go, because I don't think did I let you do a engineering roll last round, Zathotl?
Yeah, I succeeded last round. Unless there's another system that I need.
That was our last. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, you did. Okay, so you guys have 1 point of thrust. What would you like to do?
Wait, I thought he fixed it.
No, you have an M2. I think you have an M drive. Is it M1 drive? You just have 1 point of thrust, right? Hold on, I gotta look.
It's just reduced by -1, not only 1 point of thrust.
But I think M drive M1 means you have 1 point of thrust per round. That's what it means.
You're the master.
Let's see here. Yeah, so thrust 1. Well, let me make sure that's right. Yeah, thrust 1. So you guys, so you guys have 1 point of thrust. I thought you had 2 for some reason. You just have 1. You always only had 1. So what would you like to do with your 1 point of thrust?
We'll save it for evasive, I think.
Okay.
Wait, I guess we can move positions so that they couldn't get to us. They do have little thrusters, but they'd have to move, right?
They would have to move. Yeah, they would have to initiate thrusters to chase you.
Or can we sling the thrusters and slap daddy them through the space? Get
Yeah,
a
can you
little tail
Thrusters
flap?
to hit the boarding ships.
So this area that you're in is basically unlit with the exception of like the tiniest bit of light from a faint red giant in the last throes of this state, far off. Other than that, it's just like this like significant red hue through otherwise empty space. There's no planets or anything. Just these asteroids that are great for refueling. So it's like a lonely fucking hellhole with this one fueling station.
Well, I guess that doesn't really answer my question about
that. So that being said, you guys, I put that map up originally, so like space is 3-dimensional. So basically, what you have going on right now is you're in empty space, and then there is an asteroid cluster that you could like try to maneuver past them to get into to like escape them with some good piloting. Put some space between you guys if you want to do that, or you just try to outrun them, head the opposite direction, whatever.
Well, I don't really want to run it. I want to do like a space street takeover and do donuts in space, and then end up hitting the boarding party with the opposite side of my ship than they were even trying to board on. So I want to kind of tilt the nose down and then do a donut, and then hit them like a baseball bat through space with the ship.
You want to try to hit the fucking boarding party with the ship?
See how our ship is kind of like a big paddle? I want to like tilt it and then do a donut, spin, and flap them through space.
Oh man.
God, imagine just getting slammed by a ship. Oh,
Okay.
it's a good thing you didn't go out there.
I mean, is that possible? Can I initiate a rotation?
Captain, I don't think that'd be advisable. You saw how much damage their grapples did. Imagine if we hit them with our ship.
Are they grappled now? Maybe we can fling them.
Just start doing this like a roller coaster ride. Just start spinning. That's cool. Spin so much we like get our own artificial gravity.
You know, like when
They are grappled. They are grappled onto the vessel. Yes, like a couple of the pods are.
Only a couple?
Yeah.
So if we spun, they would hit the other one.
They could. Hans, initiate a donut sequence. Inverted donut. You're gonna do an angular spin.
All right, I'm gonna say this is gonna be a super hard to get the momentum of this correct.
Let me do this manual, Hans. Give me controls.
You got it, Captain. No problem.
Actually, I
And the
changed my mind,
joysticks-
Hans. You do it.
Oh,
You do it, Hans.
Okay. Less exciting.
Okay. I'll do it, Hans. You're right. I haven't ripped it in a while, but here we go.
The joysticks pop up at your console. I'm gonna say difficulty 12, dude, to get this right.
Here goes fucking nothing.
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah.
16! Captain Hamlin, motherfucker, space motherfucker, get.
Spectacular, Captain.
Hell yeah.
So I'm with two. So this is what I'll say with a effect of 4 on that difficulty 12. You take out 4 of these 10 silver bullets that are coming in, whipping the vessel and backfiring the gravitic engines. You use the existing cable clamps and whip them perfectly at the opposing crew, or at the other oncoming silver bullets, smashing them, exploding. However, you do take out like a paddle 2 of the 4. 2 of them you smack with their own ships using the fulcrum and like the tension on these cables. And the other 2 smack into the hull of the ship. So I need 2d6, please, from somebody.
Lord Almighty, here, I'll do it. I have to take responsibility for my actions.
Hey!
All right, so 7 points of hull damage. Your armor absorbs, so you take 3 points of hull damage, please.
So how many boarding ships are left?
So there are 6 boarding ships left. 6 of the bullets that are on their way.
Captain, that made it much more manageable. Well done. I'm impressed.
Very good, Captain. You got the skills to pay the bills.
Oh,
Hans,
God.
take back over the pilot controls.
You got it, boss.
You got the skills that kill.
All right, it's attack phase.
Captain, the pods or the ship?
Let's fire on the pods.
Firing a missile salvo on the pods. How many? I can fire all 12 missiles, right?
Yeah, I needed to give you more missiles, but I don't know. I need to look up I gotta look up the missile rules real quick.
I know there's like a whole. You have to reload if you fire all of them. But yeah.
If a missile didn't explode, would it just keep pushing?
So you guys are at medium distance to each other. I don't think you guys have gone closer to each other at all during this whole battle.
No, we've been strafing.
So that means the missiles, medium and below, the missile flight is instantaneous. So and they're close to you anyway because they've launched toward you. So they're even closer. So the missiles are going to hit this round.
I love it. Blast those fools.
So the way it works is, I think you just roll your turret attack. You just roll your gunner skill, and then it's the damage is. Let's see. Where's the missile damage?
If we push the
And we
pod,
do have a lock on the ship, and we could fire our missile salvo of all 12 missiles at the opposing ship.
So you're gonna fire. So you could fire missiles at the. Yeah, I mean you could fire missiles at these fucking pods, or you could fire them at the ship.
We could do both. We could fire 4 at the pods and 8 at the ship.
You want to split it? You get them.
Sure. 4 at the pods, and then
What do
the
you
other
think,
8 at the ship.
Brown? I trust your judgment.
I think that's wise. I think 2 boarding ships.
When a missile salvo reaches a target, the missile makes an attack roll as normal. However, the gunner skill of the travelers that fire the salvo is not used as a DM. Instead, the number of missiles remaining in the salvo greatly affects their chances of making a successful attack. Apply DM +1 to the attack roll for every missile in the salvo. Damn.
Captain, I think we'll have a better chance of doing a lot of damage if we fire all missiles at the enemy ship.
Let's do it. Fire on the vessel.
Firing all missiles, okay.
And this is no gunner skill, right? I just roll.
This time it's DM +1. Well, so they're gonna try to they're gonna use their beam lasers to try to intercept your missiles for sure.
But if they use beam lasers for that, they can't use beam lasers to shoot at us.
Yes. Let me find this. Can destroy. Note that a weapon used for point defense cannot be used in an attack of the same combat round and vice versa. Point defense may only be performed against missile salvos as an attack roll of the target. Missiles are too small and too fast to be targeted at great ranges. Again, a gunner may only attempt point defense against once. The gunner must succeed at a gunner turret check against any missile salvo that is about to make its attack, rolling against his spacecraft. The effect of the check will remove that many missiles from the salvo. A double turret equipped with lasers provides DM +1 to this check, while a triple turret provides DM +2. Alright.
And because we have a sensor lock, they get to use their smart sensor.
They do, yeah, they have a sensor lock, yeah. So you're gonna fire you're firing missiles?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's decent firework.
So let me go ahead and roll let me roll first. Damn. So they destroy 5 through 12. Miss.
Sweet. 7 get through. Let's go.
7 get through, so go ahead and roll. I guess it'd be 2d6 plus 7. Hold on, let me make sure I got this right.
It's not plus 7, it's times 7. Because it says
Well,
instead
that too. That's your
damage
damage,
is-
though. This
yeah,
is,
okay.
hold on, I'm trying to. No, I'm not trying to take anything away from you, but I think it's when a missile salvo reaches the target, the missile makes an attack roll is normal. However, the gunner skill of the traveler that fired the salvo is not used as a DM, so you don't use your gunner skill. So I don't know.
So shouldn't the missiles have to roll as well for not being hit?
Instead, the number of missiles remaining in the salvo greatly affects their chances of making a successful attack. Apply DM plus 1, so you do a DM plus 7 to the attack roll for every missile in the salvo. What'd you get?
16. And whatever 16 times 7 is.
No, hold on.
Because then down at the bottom for impact it says any damage is then multiplied by the effect of the attack roll.
Yeah, so it's 8.
Oh, times 8, sure.
No. Wait, so you wait, what did you get? Sorry.
We rolled a 16 for a single missile, but then there's 7 of them.
You just rolled 2d6 plus 7?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got a 16.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 8. So where's the so what is the damage for a
So it says roll for damage as if for a single missile and deduct the target's armor as normal, but do not apply the effect to the attack roll. Do not apply the effect of the attack roll. Instead, any damage is then multiplied by the effect of the attack roll.
I'm just trying to find where the damage, where it says the damage of the missile. The damage the missile does.
Look,
Missile rack.
he got blown up.
4D.
It does straight 40 damage.
4D.
40.
So 40 times 16? Or 16
4D
minus the
times
armor?
8. So roll 4D. 6.
4D what? 46, okay. Then times 8.
Wrong place.
That's a little demonic.
128, right?
16 times 8?
It's 128, right?
128?
Well, maybe we should have led with that.
Yeah. Now that but missiles are really, really expensive, so.
Unleash hell.
We did.
Then we go around an asteroid. There's another 3 ships.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm sure.
128. 128 damage.
Damn.
We're going to hook us up with more missiles. Maybe if we knew what we were doing, we wouldn't have shot all those missiles, but we don't, so... You know that other ship's like, what are they doing? That is insane! No one does
You shot all your...
That's like everybody's child's college education, like all going to Space Harvard. Like, what are you not? This doesn't make any sense.
Fire the
These are
nuke.
fucking dead, dude.
Oh, that's what
Alright.
they look like?
I mean,
Tell us how it happens.
so they have armor, so that sucks it down to 123.
Yeah, RP them inside the ship.
I know about to. Hold on. But I just want to. I want to make sure that I have everything.
I'm gonna do a
here.
dab in their honor here.
Uh,
They were really
the words
cool.
are my queen.
I'm gonna spit on you.
I was gonna say they're gonna take evasive action,
I don't think they can.
I think they're fucking dead in the
but I
water.
don't think that they can do that. So, as Hans is like, sir, I must say that is a significant expenditure of resources on missiles. Perhaps. Oh, you fired them. Okay. Well, there they go. Oh, there's still 7 that hit them. Oh, and then we cut into inside.
I
of
trust
this
Valen's judgment. Valen, that's
beautiful
a good thing to do, right?
space liner yacht that is smeared with gore and blood. The click of insectoid carapace on steel echoes through this thing. The frantic gish gush of their disgusting insectoid bodies moving about in rhythm with the frantic tremors of the swollen queen. Gorlak screaming telepathically and grunting audibly.
Evasive action! We will not be conquered by these creatures! I am a queen! No! I must evacuate. Oh, I must escape.
The queen hits a button and a little bubble pops up around her force energy and drops out of the bridge itself
The queen must survive.
as the ship explodes.
Captain, there's an escape pod. Shall we open fire?
I think, based on the rules of physics, we have to wait for some period of time before we'll be able to do that. But once
Sir,
that time has elapsed, I do think we should fire on them.
Sir, I think those rules might be washed because the physical realm that we're bound in no longer has an object that has an equal and opposite reaction because it doesn't exist
Oh,
anymore.
you're saying that because they're out of combat right now. I mean, if we were talking about this being a tabletop.
So you guys are still there's you guys are out of combat with the ship. There are 6 of those pods still thrusting toward you guys. But you're not in space combat necessarily. Like you could
Yeah, aren't there thrusters down still? Or are they fixed now?
no, they're still on their way. They just delayed. It was just like kind of like flavor for their delay. So their thrusters are back online. They're on their way, and I think it's they're 2D. They're 2 rounds away basically. So they're like
And how far away is this telepathic link to the queen?
long enough that they were able to that it was able to be maintained. Like it's still like within these kilometers basically. Like within the distant range.
Okay. But if the queen
But
is
yeah,
dead,
so you guys are all out of combat. You can do whatever you want. You do if you want Hans to do a sensors roll, you can do a sensors roll, Chefa to scan. But you guys do see the little life pod, which you guys have them as well. is part of your ship's locker. They're just little like emergency life pods that have like a couple days of oxygen that you could just bubble out if you get to them, floating down. And these drones are still like moving toward you. What do you guys? Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
We should fire on the incoming pods.
Firing on the incoming pod.
So you guys
If
have
we
fired.
can not destroy them, I'd appreciate the extra organic material.
We should let them board.
I'm not saying let them board. I'm saying disable it and then peacefully send them on their way if we can.
Take out their life support.
Can you make that shot, Valen?
I think 6 of those shots will be difficult. I think I could save 1 of them at least.
We should probably take some out.
What if we use the queen to create biological materials for us?
Oh my god, Chefa, you are a genius. Capture
Wasn't the queen dead?
No,
No.
she bubbled.
She escaped
No.
her pod. Disable her pod, Valen, if you can.
All right. Aim
Queen
shot
minus
for the
material.
pod's thrusters.
Fuel
So the
problem
pod is
solved.
it's basically it's like a ship. It's like a ship's life, but it's not like the same as the little one. It's not like a one-hit kill, but are you fine with your beam laser?
Yes,
All right, go ahead and fire.
I did.
Evaporates it.
And
But
you're
that's an
doing
aim
a two-
shot.
And you're doing you're trying to do a cold shot, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's -2 to that. That's a 16. That definitely hits. 16 effect. So that's an effective 8. So roll your damage, 2d6. That's 17. So 17. Yeah, okay. So that you get a critical hit and disable the small gravitic drive on the bubble. So it's
Captain.
just floating in space.
Captain, the escape pod has been disabled. Suggest opening comms with the Queen.
One more round. One more round until the drone pods hit you.
And sir, my sensors show we have about 1,000 kilometers until the pods reach us, which is about 10 minutes.
No, it's like 6 minutes. I think rounds.
6 minutes.
Or like 60 seconds. I don't know. I gotta look.
60 seconds.
Yeah, 60 seconds. What are you guys doing?
Captain Helm suggests opening comms with the Queen to tell her drones to stand down.
I like it. Open comms with the Queen.
You see this creature floating and like backed by empty space in this little bubble of just force energy.
Call down your drones. Stop their advance, and you may survive. We may have a bargain for you.
A bargain for me? I have a bargain for you.
Well, you're in no pace to be negotiating, really, but I'm open to your offer. Let's hear it.
My drones will let you be a part of glory, of satisfaction and extinction when they lay my eggs inside you.
Hans, mute the queen. She really is disgusting. I cannot stand talking to her. Mute
Can she hear?
I'm
Can she hear
muted.
us?
Hans. No, she can't. Comms off.
Mass broadcast, yes, of course, Jeffo.
I cannot
that's
stand
fine.
her. She is disgusting. She makes me feel ill inside.
All right, I'm gonna say boarding action roll. Let's go. Mahis.
Captain, permission to leave my position to
Yep.
assist in the boarding
I
party.
think we're all gonna have to suit up. Let's do it. Hans, you got the helm. You better pay really close attention and not fuck anything up, or not let anybody get close to us, or like do some crazy shit. Hans, be the advanced AI. I know you are.
You got it, boss. I got the skills to pay the bills.
Okay, you said that
He,
twice.
he loves that praise.
I learned that today, and it's awesome. Sauce.
Hans, prove it to me. Don't just talk about it.
So, let's see. So I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna give you on this, +4. Mahi.
I'm gonna throw on my light poly carapace. I think I probably already had it on, just because it's pretty light poly.
I got all my armor. Always. Always.
And I got my static blade by my side.
Mahis, you with me?
Yep.
Your boarding action roll.
Okay.
+4.
I get a 4.
Yeah.
What do I roll?
2d6 +4. Just
Okay.
2d6.
Here goes nothing.
Oh my god, dude!
How bad is it?
So 13.
Niner.
You match.
A match? Oh my goodness.
Inverted matcher.
Wait, did they only have the plus exclamation point?
Defender gets advantage, right?
Oh wait. Wait, did he not have the 4? You didn't have the 4.
No.
Oh, I didn't add the 4, yeah.
No!
And I didn't
13.
and I meant to add a 1, not an exclamation point. So 10, and then you got a 13.
Oh, nice.
So 3 different. Fighting continues. Resolve boarding action in 1D round. Someone roll 1D6. Defender gains. You got a. You should have got another. Okay, I factored that in actually. What's that? Okay, 1 2. So 3. Whether it be your trajectory or whatever you want, like their thrusters started to fail again, they're slowed down, and you guys are easily able to kind of like maneuver away from them as well. So, you're gonna take 5 points of hull damage as they fire another set of grapplers into you. But yeah, you guys are still, whatever you want to do, this is what's going on. So there's still.
Captain, I can take another shot at the pods to lower their numbers.
Take a shot at the pods. Oh wait, we had 4. No, we didn't split up our missiles. All right. Yeah, fire in the pods.
While they focus on combat, could I have Little Hans run some scans on the debris of the ship? Just some preliminary scans.
Yeah, give me a couple sensors rolls.
Gotcha.
And then, yeah, you blow the hell out of the rest of the remaining ones with the lasers. Now, is that your fourth time using the weapons? Fifth time? Let's see, you do the missiles.
Fourth time with the lasers.
So 5.
I don't think lasers have to be reloaded, right?
I'm looking at power consumption.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here.
Right.
Let's see here. Where is it? What the fuck? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's why. Okay, here we go.
Oh my god, I didn't even know our roommate was home.
Okay, where is it? Let's see. Power. Here we go. Weapons. 1 double turret, so that's 1 power. 4. Okay, so you're at 75 power because you used a week's worth of your operational power from your power plant. You've done, you've attacked with the lasers 4 times and the missiles 1 time. So that is 4 times 5, 20 plus 1.
Blackjack.
21. So that brings you down to, that would bring you down to 54 power. Give or take 55 because it's actually like a little bit more. So 55, 56. And then the M drive. How many points of thrust did you guys use? Never mind. M drive doesn't cost anything. Power reserves almost depleted, sir. Well, not really. We can make it to the fueling station, but certainly do not have enough power for another jump. Without shutting off all systems.
Alright, I think I've created the perfect space fight for us on my screen. Ta-da!
Nice.
I've been watching that.
Thanks,
I've been
dude.
watching that forum.
It's been a fun. It's been a lot of fun actually.
So yeah, with the last rake of the laser, you blow up these silver pods. You guys are out of combat. This disabled tick pod floating in front of you.
Captain, the queen looks to be ours. Zathodal, you should have some fun with this one.
I don't get what's up with you guys, but as long as if someone is secure, then that's fine.
We'll need to figure out a way to sedate this queen.
I say we put her in a simulation where she's living her paradise queen life, and she's actually just reproducing fuel for us at any given time. Where we
We
can
don't have a facility for that, but I will do my best to keep her cryogenically frozen for now.
All right. Well, and then hopefully we can build a facility where we can pump out spawn as fuel. Maybe even with the symbiote already incorporated, so it's just coming out in total.
Oh, no.
That doctor, or not doctor, captain, that is, I understand that seems like a great thing, but having a self-perpetuating substance like this is not good if it can reproduce as much as a queen could. That is, unless you want to be turned into one of these things. Then I guess it's probably really great.
Well, hopefully we can build a good facility. Maybe we can build a facility where the birthed ticks with the symbiote incorporated actually go directly into the engine.
As you guys are discussing this, Chefa, little Hans is like, after significant sensor observations, I've found the biological materials of many races that appear to have been subjected to horrible crimes against humanity, perpetrated by the Qatar Queen. Additionally, I have located salvage in the amount of 5 tons of spare parts that would be useful and usable in a repair scenario or upgrade scenario that we may be able to claim.
Little
Right.
Hans, any missiles that are still intact?
We're determined
Well,
to
That sure would be lucky.
I can roll a luck roll. Give me a luck roll, Chefa.
I don't know.
That 2D
Difficulty
6.
8.
Hell yeah.
Come on, big money.
I have good luck too.
Oh, got it.
It does appear as though there are 2 undeployed missiles.
I'll have to retrieve those for sure. Make sure you document those crimes against humanity so we have evidence to back
maybe-
up our destruction of this vehicle.
Maybe we can collect a bounty on this queen.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't necessarily mean to overstep or anything. Like, I don't really know why I said that. I'm little Hans, and I don't really think independently, so I shouldn't have passed judgment on them. Anyway, I'm totally have no opinion, but I was just saying that there's lots of biological material in the. And from, I suppose it was just a synthesis of my experience with all of you and your experiences with them and how you reacted. So that is why I considered them as evil. And then I considered what they must have done with multiple biological materials as bad. But I certainly have no opinion. I'm little Hans.
You talk too much, little Hans.
Little Hans, do it, Dan.
What did you say?
Little
a
Hans,
dance.
do a dance.
I'm always dancing for you, sir.
Little clog dancing.
Hans, little Hans, do you have a bidet function?
No.
What?
What are you talking about, sir? There are plenty of bidets that are available on the vessel.
Well, I thought it'd be cool if you had one.
Hans,
Little Hans, why
deploy
would you
the-
care?
You guys are being geeky.
deploy
Oh.
bidet.
So you guys want to? So you guys gonna thrust over and go pick up the queen?
Yeah, let's go bring her into
Like
the
so, the
cargo
queen
hold.
and the missiles. Can we just grapple them?
I suggest when we pick up the queen, we steal her inner life support until we figure out a way to subdue her.
Hmm.
Yeah, Zathotl, you probably want to be a part of this sedation conversation. Mahis, do you want to, since you've been practicing vac suit, do you want to try to recover these missiles? Or take the small vessel and recover them? You guys do have a ship's boat you could go recover them with.
Yeah, let's do it. Pirate time.
Mahis, I'll go with you. I'll teach you some vac suitage.
I'd like to assist the doctor.
Are you going to do vac suit, or are you guys going to take the small ship?
We'll take the small ship, but we'll have to use some vac suitage to help claim. But we're not
So,
gonna
yeah,
like
you guys
do a
small ship up
spacewalk.
and then vac suit out.
Precisely.
So two things multiple happen at once. Valen and Mahis, you guys are like preparing in the airlock. Or no, you actually not the airlock. I'm sorry. If we look at the map of the ship, you guys would be in area 13, where you do have. If you look at the Ghost Fox Alpha Google. You have. I have it on here. You have an ATV, and I think you have. I think it's a ship's boat that you guys have. Let's see.
Is that like a space rowboat?
Yes, absolutely. It is craft. It comes with a launch and an ATV. What's a launch?
How big is the Queen's escape pod? Is this like the bubble? Is it like around the person? Or is it like a small craft type thing?
I don't know what a launch is, but it's fucking the queen is fucking this bulbous, swollen monster of a creature. So it basically would be scraping the sides of the airlock. It's about the size of it's about the size of like a real small shuttle.
Okay.
Like the or not scraping it, like it would not fit through the airlock. Like you'd have to put it into your docking space basically, or extract the queen from. But I'm trying to find what a launch is, but I assume it's just like a shuttle. So you guys hop in a shuttle pod and you're going out. Valen, are you piloting the shuttle pod?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a little pilot roll. I'm gonna say to get over to that thing smoothly. We'll do difficulty 10. A little difficult. There, you guys are kind of you guys are having to avoid asteroid. What?
No modifier.
It would be your pilot roll. Pilot small craft.
Okay. Well, fuck you. 10 modifier.
So you smoothly move this small shuttlecraft through the inky black of this fucking I don't know. I'll use that. But anyway, the void of this area of space, missing asteroid field, off branches, and you move right up to by the missile. Mahis.
Yeah.
Are you suiting up, dude? What is it, Mahis like? He's pulling on the vac suit, maybe for the first time to do a real spacewalk. You just all practice thus far in the.
I'm just trying to squeeze in it. Probably don't like it. Also, this is the third time now I have to change into something. So there's some aggravation there.
You pull the vac suit up. It's really tight on you. This is supposed to be an Aslan fit-all vac suit. But as it like vacuums to you, it's like almost uncomfortable. You can't wait till you feel comfortable enough to use your newly acquired like secondhand Aslan armor.
Mhm.
But for now, you're like you're preparing. You're proud diplomatic duelist preparing to launch into the endlessness of space.
Hans, how do I?
The shuttle.
Hans, how do I look?
You're asking Hans?
Yeah.
Hello, this is Launch Hans. I'm not exactly the same as regular Hans because I'm not connected via the close organic fabric network that maintains his artificial intelligence, but he is generally positive about this excursion. He thinks you're going to do a great job, Mahis.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll let him know as soon as we reconnect.
Okay.
All right. Let's do some vac suit rolls, dude.
That was for me. I'm sorry. I had a little robot face I found. I had to put it on there at once. With sweet Hans voice. Alright, vac suit rolls. I'm gonna fucking die, dude. Got a feeling. Unless this sweet disease also gives me superpowers. Alright. Where the hell's my character sheet? Oops.
Oh, there's one other thing that you were not here for. So, Jack of all trades. So, you have Jack of all trades, right?
Yeah.
So, the reason it's not working for you is because it's set to 0. So, we need to set it to 1. There you go.
Did it change stuff? I don't know. What is vac suit under? Dexterity, strength, endurance, intellect?
Dexterity. Remember, you get a +2 to your dexterity.
Well, I get a +2. Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
You get a +2 to strength, dexterity, and endurance, dude. As the nanovirus runs through your veins, making
So
you feel cold, sharp, ready for anything, dude.
So
You're ready to tear those drones apart, dude. No problem.
That's pretty cool. So that puts me at. Oh wait, no, I already had the temp.
You should be able to put it in your temporary.
Not the mod, right? Oops. I don't know. I did something to the mods here. I fucked up. It should be 0, right? Or 1. All right, cool. Let's do it. What we get? Oh,
Got a 6.
I didn't mean to roll it twice. I'm sorry. I'm not trained in it yet, so I'm still at a minus.
Uh, Mahis,
Oh,
you
boy.
jump out into space. How do you imagine that you fumble the
Die.
bag, as it were?
Mm,
You're
Does he not
at-
get a bonus because I'm coaching him?
yeah, I'll do a bonus. What's your vac-suit level?
3? Well, 2. I don't know. Which one do I use? The one right next to what says dexterity or all the way to the right?
All the way to the right.
3.
We'll do yeah, let's do difficulty 10. Roll.
Backsuit roll. Oh, sorry, Mahis.
cool.
It's all right. So you're, and despite your coaching, despite everything, Mahis, you launch out into space to grab this, to grab the first missile. Perhaps you launch a little too much with too much arc. You overcorrect. You come in too fast and you bink off the edge of this missile.
It's funny.
I want 2 rolls from you right now.
Right.
I want to do a straight intellect roll and a vac-suit roll.
Okay.
Both difficulty 8.
Well,
No, the intellect roll can be difficulty 6 actually.
well, boys, might be goodbye. Might be goodbye, boys. I always knew I was gonna die jumping into space. Here's vaccine roll first. And then
Just straight intellect.
a straight intellect.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna die.
Nice.
This is a bad idea.
This is why we have tether cables.
That's exactly right. You literally stole the words out of my throat. So you're attempting to take control of this vac suit. Use the little air thrusters in it to you remember whatever it is, like the equivalent of like a pizza. You know, like when you're first skiing, it's like pizza French fries. You're like trying to pizza French fries through space with thruster controls in the vac suit, but you're spinning like crazy in the vacuum of space. It's literal. This is not what you're used to at all, and then you're like, and you definitely do not get it in line. However, you're no dummy. You're no fucking idiot, dude. Yeah, you love a little danger. You love a little throwing caution to the wind, but you're not an idiot. And that's right when the tether that you remembered to click in before you jumped out snaps to, and you're caught.
Alright, so the intellect was to see if I remembered.
The intellect was to see if you actually attached your tether cable. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I put it pretty low because Mahi's. I mean, it's like, you'd have to be completely fucking out of your mind to not attach a tether cable.
Yeah, dude. Well, totally fine. Everything's okay. Totally pressed all the right buttons. This stupid suit must be broken.
You're hanging in space, like attached to this tether, kind of being pulled back toward the ship. Val, and you can talk to Mahis over the radio, like over the comms. Maybe do a little coaching, try to do another vac suit, like, or maybe a leadership role. Just I would say.
All right, Mahis. You have the tether on, so there's no wrong way to do this, but there's a stupid way to do it. So take it slow. Remember, this is space, so everything you do, there's going to be an equal and opposite reaction to it. So just move slow and make sure you're always anchored when you grab things.
I'm going to cut this fucking cord. I'm going to float off into oblivion.
I mean, I do hate cats, but I think we need you.
It's funny, right? I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Oh,
He's
no.
The leadership, you, the him closing out, or Valen closing out with, Valen closing out with with a little joke about your Aslan heritage did not help with this leadership check at all. You hang in the vacuum of space with these, like, with the words of Valen echoing, a little teasing. You're like, holy fuck. I have to be able to do this. I have to be able to do this. I have to fucking learn this shit.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to try to, is anyone else watching this? You guys focused on retrieving the, I guess you guys are over at the launch, so
I think we'd be waiting to intercede if we had to.
well, no, you
can-
don't have to be. I mean, you could say that you guys are, I was thinking that simultaneously you guys were going and getting the queen, so.
Yep.
I was focusing on the queen.
Okay, so you guys are focused on the queen. So it's just Valen and fucking Mahi's out here trying to get these missiles. Valen, you want to give me a little piloting roll to try to, since you got the thrust, he's attached to the tether. See if you can.
I mean, he's attached to the tether, and I feel like moving a very heavy thing opposite of what he's attached to would probably do him a disservice. So I'm just gonna sit here and watch him kind of flounder in space until
All right, give me
he
another.
yells for
Let's
uncle.
just fuck it. M drive, or sorry, backseat roll. Let's go, dude. You gotta get.
Might be his tail throwing him off.
All right, Mahis, try to steady your body. Don't move your tail. I know you can move it very expertly, so keep everything still as you're in your vac suit. And be calm. You can do this. You're a cat. You're nimble. You're swift.
All right, give me another leadership roll.
Boom.
There you go. All right, Mahis. So add a +7 to your next vaccine roll.
Fucking Jesus
Oh my
That's a
fucking
9.
Christ.
It was just good, dude. It's a 9.
Isn't the difficulty a 10?
No. Hold on.
It's awesome. Goddamn right it is.
So I don't understand. So you got a 2. So you rolled a 4 +2, which will get you to 6.
He has a -2.
You have a -2. But shouldn't that be? But even with a -2, shouldn't he still have a 4?
He rolled a 4 and then has a -2.
Yeah, so it should be a.
But it should be
Oh, I could
offset
do.
because he has a. He has a
Oh, it's
minus
4 minus 2. It's 4 minus 2, which is 2.
Yeah, and then his bonus just puts him up to 9.
Well, I
from
know
the,
that bonus,
system.
but I think that. But also, I think that's. Oh. Is 10 where it's +1? Right? +1 for 10, right? I think. Yeah. Yeah, +1 for 10. Okay. So technically, Mahis, because you have that bonus to your dexterity, it brings up to a 10. You have a +1 on those rolls. So it's actually so you actually got a 3. So it's actually a 10. So you got a 10, baby. Mahis, you finally fucking get the gumption together, dude, and you're able to pilot this vac suit over to this missile.
Nice. Totally had it the entire time. Totally fine. No, let's do it. So I don't know what we're doing. We're just regathering them.
You just have to thread. You just have to thread your tether. You have to unclip your tether, thread it through the one of the hole points, and then reattach it to yourself, and then get retracted in.
Let's do it.
Give me another vac suit roll.
Oh my goodness.
Give me another lead. You want to talk him through it, Alan? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry,
You
dude.
want to talk him through?
Oh, Christ. And this is him talking to connecting a tether to the missiles.
Yeah. Taking the tether off, slipping it through the hoops on the missile, and reattaching it to himself.
All right. Now, you have this prehensile tail. So, with your hands, hold on to the missile, use your tail to grab good purchase on the missiles. And when you feel like you have 3 points of contact, I need you to calmly and slowly, in very deliberate movements, disconnect the cable from your vac suit, run it through the hard mounts, they look like little D-rings on the missiles for mounting, and then loop it around and reconnect it to your vac suit. Move slowly and methodically, no sharp movements, and make sure you always have at least 2 points of contact on the missile at all times.
All right, that's pretty good leadership. That's pretty good. I'll even give you a +1 on your leadership roll. So give me a leadership roll. Okay. So 11. That was difficulty 6 roll. Not too hard to unattach a cable, thread it through, and reattach. You're able to do it with one of the fucking missiles.
Nice.
And then begin the retraction process. Congratulations, buddy.
Baby, thank you. Thank you, Valen.
Getting better at vac suit all the time.
That's big training time, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Training in a crisis?
I feel like volunteering to do that, even you guys, that may even add some time on your training to volunteering to do that. Toward vac.
Look at that.
You guys, without incident, after doing the first one, you have it a little better. You launch yourself better. You get the second one packed up, and we shift our perception back over to the ship, onto the bridge where Hans, I assume, is guiding you guys through through piloting with the gravitic drive over, so you can open the docking bay. Or how do you guys want to do it? Well, I'm going to say that you guys are all together. Chefa, the doctor.
We're taking it over to I'm gonna probably manual drive this puppy over, since it's kind of a casual mission. Just kind of put this puppy on.
Yeah, so you don't need to do a pilot drive just to get over there. But like we can do a pilot drive for basically it'll be an unopposed pilot drive because the thrusters are completely deactivated on this thing. It's only big enough to the little craft is only big enough to fit in your docking space. So you'd have to open the.
I gotta show her my dock.
Yeah, you can't bring it in through the airlock. So how do you want to do it? Like, so I would say let's just cut to you guys are all on the bridge. Zothodl, what are your thoughts? Zothodl, we are you wanted to let you know when we are approaching the bubble.
Okay, I'll get my equipment ready. And like I'll go grab some of the medical equipment as well as some tools to work on because we're not going to immediately let her out. I'm going to try to adjust the what do you want to call it, the life support in the pod so that it would like make her pass. Essentially, like when you take the air out of someone's pod and then they kind of slowly start to pass out. I'm basically going to attempt to do that to her and then like sedate her afterwards, so it's less of a chance of her coming out and trying to start stabbing people.
Sounds like a great plan, Doctor.
You do have those two. You have one empty and one that has the cryopod in it and the dosage, I assume, for the fuel for Susan. But then remember, the ship is equipped with 2 environmental containment units.
Yeah, I'm going to put her in one of the containment units.
Okay. Now, how do you propose? I'm gonna, let's RP this out. You guys are all talking about. I want you to think about how are you actually gonna try to mess with the life support of the craft? Are you trying to do that remotely, or are you gonna try to vac suit out and get it? Are you gonna put it in the dock and then you guys mess with it there? Or what are you doing?
I would prefer to do it in the dock because in case there's a problem arises, she'll still have atmosphere rather than dying in space.
I agree. The dock sounds like the safest option for us so
I
far.
concur. I agree.
I also concur. Me too. I'm here.
Oh God.
Thank you, Hans.
No, it's me. It's
fucking
hello,
great.
hello. Hello, Prole. It's me, your intendant, Graper.
Oh yeah, I'm on my
Love
knees.
how much you
Old
look.
Graper, he outranks you on this ship.
Oh well,
You
no,
call
but
him
in
sir.
our society, it's
You call him sir.
as he'll
Graper.
okay. Well,
I'm kneeling.
oh, he's kneeling. See, he prefers it that way. That's right. Anyway,
Big
So,
grin
yes,
on my face.
I take the captain to the side. Sir, I
Dead eyes.
understand that you have a dislike of Graper, but if you intend to have Shefa act in that way, he may be sent to re-education if you force that.
Well, I wouldn't like that. That's for sure.
he's already been to re-education too. Sorry to eavesdrop. But I hear all and see all. I am omnipotent and omniscient almost.
Okay, so if you, since
just
you
kidding.
guys don't seem to see the warning signs there, I'm gonna just let it go, and focus on my work.
No, I was kidding. Don't act like that, Doctor. I'm just kidding.
Well, I understand. I just, on this ship, Chef outranks him. I won't make
Jeff has a big smile on his face as he kneels, but his eyes are dead
I won't make a big deal out of it.
in that moment.
Yes, and when it comes
When it
to
comes down to it.
relaying orders, yes, but when
Well,
it
when
comes
it
to
comes down
societal
to it,
interactions,
Graper's fuel.
unfortunately not.
Jeff would never become fuel. You understand that?
Why would I make anyone here fuel? Everybody has a role. Unless you happen to become brain dead, then that's unfortunate for you.
That's right.
Or fall prey to a machine virus.
I'd
Well,
say any
I'm
of us.
not going to do
become
that
fuel.
either. Mixing two things isn't always great.
Machine fuel.
All
I'm
right.
excited to get the fuel printer going with this queen. So let's get
Fuel
her.
printer.
Okay.
I've got dreams to remember. I've
And as
got
Helm the prophet.
Dreams to remember.
As it was written.
Muad'Dib.
So yeah, so you guys are. So what's the plan? What? So you guys have had your aside about Chefa and the hierarchy, the hierarchical needs of Sazani society. What are we doing here? Are we just?
No, we're loading her into the bay. I'm rotating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a strategic maneuver here to load this bitch into the bay. So we're gonna use the Canada arm.
Pilot, just super easy pilot check for me. Difficulty 10. Difficulty
Yes.
8. Difficulty 8. Sorry.
Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Yeah, barely an
Difficulty
inconvenience. 14 on your ass.
All right. So there you go. So that is a exceptional success. So because it's a difficulty 6, or that's a difference of 6. So you could choose to show off, like if you do something really ridiculous in your spinning around moves, or
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go full space forklift operator on it.
oh yeah,
And I'm gonna rotate with the doors open and go right around the pod and then close the doors so that she's just caught perfectly by the gravity of the ship as the doors close around her.
okay. And then what? As this pod comes into the docking bay, are you down in there with it, Zathal?
They get
Yes.
the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you propose to interact with this ship's systems, or what are you doing? How have you prepared? What's the plan here? Or you just...
I mean, sorry. So it is an emergency pod, correct?
Think
Right.
of it as like the pod from it's almost like the Rick and Morty, or like the aliens from like Krang from The Simpsons, where it's just like the Martian pod with like the little like circular base that the creature sits in, that kind of deal.
Okay. Well, it should have some external access to it to allow to, in case like the inhabitant is knocked out or unconscious or something, for somebody that comes to get it to like save it. So I'll try to access those systems.
All right, do you want help with that, or are you just doing it yourself?
I would be helping.
If somebody offers to help, I won't refuse it.
Electronics, computers. I'm gonna say it's gonna be probably difficulty. It's probably pretty difficult to hack alien systems, so difficulty 10.
I might be able to help. Let me see. I got little electronics.
We could do task chain.
Okay.
9/11/11.
You never forget.
So I'm gonna say, Tramus, you and Chafa help out the doctor and get and like send over whatever code, I don't know, whatever you guys do, basically to make it so that perhaps Chafa, with your advanced understanding of alien cultures, you're able to like run and create like a baseline subroutine that'll not necessarily translate, but can like vaguely discern what the commands mean on the interfaces. And
Right.
Helm, you understand naval protocols, security protocols, so like once that's in place, you're able to kind of discern some of these different you do some just kind of basic rudimentary end run techniques, and yeah, as a throttle, you're able to access the life support systems on this thing. What are you trying to do?
Just adjust them to where she's knocked out.
All right, so I'm gonna say not knowing too much about this, you want to? Well, okay, we can do it this way. Let's see here. I'm gonna say this is probably gonna be a very difficult check for you because you've never encountered this species. Figuring out how to anesthetize it completely is gonna be pretty difficult. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be a difficulty 12 for you. Medical check. Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
Bottle, smart as fuck.
Making sound was so tragic. I was like, "Oh my god, what happened?"
you create a concoction that works effectively for this thing. You almost let one of its pulmonary redundancies slip by when you're doing the calculations on your alterations to the life sports profiles, but you catch it at the last second. Put it in place. And you hear, roughly translated through Hans, analyzing with Chekhov's analyzing with Chepasotines. It is confirmed the vessel's life support sedation system is online. The creature's vitals appear to be falling into a hibernative state. You see this sloshing bag of flesh and eggs and putrid evil ceases to slam against the edges of this thing. Ceases to clack its tendrils at you. It seems to go limp and slump.
Beautiful. First step in a fuel making device is complete.
About that
Okay.
time, the launch comes in and lands in the docking bay, and Mahis and Valen come walking out. But Helm, I assume you're, as always, standing on the bridge, looking at the view screen, surveying everything with your walkie-talkie Hans, with your hands behind your back.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Chefa, you're down there helping with the electronics as the perfectly Valen brings in the launch shuttle and lands in the docking bay. The door pops open. Mahis comes like spilling out of there, and you guys see this giant, disgusting monolith of degradation sitting in this pod, all slumped over. Lines of thick, bloody drool running out of what you can only assume is its ingestion point.
In all my days, that is one ugly bitch.
Are we going to eat it?
No.
We're going to make fuel from it.
That is one possibility. Yes.
Not even a little. That's it
We're
can't be
going to
that bad.
stimulate her ability to make eggs and reproduce scientifically, and then use that offspring as fuel.
You will still have
Also-
the issue of the requirement of biological material, though, of course.
Well, we're going to incorporate the symbiote.
Oh, okay.
Plus, it's easier to find any biological material than living biological material, like a human host.
We don't, we've done a significant amount of research. Hello, it's me, Dr. Creeper. I'm here too. We've done a significant amount of research on the symbiote, and me and the illustrious Dr. Zathotl, and
Too many words, Draper. Just get to the point.
I just don't know that, Doctor, you speak. You would speak. You can speak more plainly to it. I don't believe that we even have an understanding that is complex enough of the symbiote's function to employ it in such a way.
Sounds like a saboteur to me. Sounds like somebody standing in the way of progress. How are we gonna?
No, he is correct. We do have to do more to make sure that everything is stable and correct, and that we don't have an unintended reaction of causing it to spread too quickly or to spread in a way we can't anticipate. It
Now,
would probably be better if we had an actual facility instead of just a ship, but we will be doing our best.
We'll demand it from the droid as we get back. That's great observations, Doctor.
The doctor and I have had significant breakthroughs in the. And he kind of looks over at Yuzathodl like, should I share this?
I just tried to get my helmet off. I rolled a 4. I don't know if I get it off.
Just tell us what you're saying, Draper. Hurry up, spit it out.
You just see me behind everybody trying to get this helmet off, and then like just frustratingly giving up. It's kind of funny.
So just thought. So he like would. So you're saying no? He would. Not, you would. He's been instructed not to share. Or do you shake your head?
And like it's unfortunately we haven't gotten far enough yet to put it in plain terms. It's a very boring lecture that I'm sure most of you would not want to hear. In plain terms, we haven't gotten far enough to do anything concrete.
Roll me a recon. Can I get everyone to roll me a recon, please?
Yes.
And can I get a deception roll from Yuzathodl?
I should take a minus on this. So I just said I was fucking with my helmet. To be fair.
As a whole. Yeah, I think you take a pretty big minus to this.
I rolled a 4 on that helmet, dude.
You're like Maïs is like trying to get this vac suit off of him as everyone's like having this conversation. So you see in the background him like kind of stumbling back and forth, trying to get this thing off.
That's funny.
You guys aren't sure. You guys aren't like you can't. You don't really. I mean, there's no way of knowing what they're talking about. But you just find it a little weird that if any of you that are paying attention, you just find it slightly weird that it seemed like Graper was gonna mention something and then
Zathotl, are you holding out on us?
Holding out what?
Information. Seems like you're being a little dodgy.
Well, I told you that I don't have any way to put it plainly. It's just that we can't. There's no conclusions at this time.
Doctor,
yes,
Captain. It's clear that these big-brained individuals have a lot more big-brain things to do, and I'm sure once they're done doing their research that they will share all of the information that they have.
Will someone help me get this fucking helmet off?
I was like, I'll help him. I'll stand up from kneeling. I've been kneeling the whole time.
He keeps like clanging against the missiles, like the missiles that are being offloaded. He keeps like running, like, and like nothing's gonna happen. They're not gonna explode or anything. But it's like just the idea of someone clanging against missiles. Everyone just kind of like, ooh, stop clanging that. All
right, now pull.
If I can pull off this helmet, dude.
And I'm watching them struggle, and I just walk over and I flip the latch that's securing it to the vac suit, and then Chappa pulls again and just flies across, or like falls over holding the helmet.
Yeah, and then
nice.
Set off the missile.
Well, it seems as though we have secured all of the necessary materials from this area. Should we head toward the refueling station?
Sounds like a plan, Hans.
T-minus 4 hours to arrival at top M drive speed at the fueling station.
Everybody,
Should I send communications of our arrival along the way? It appears there's a communication buoy as well.
Captain, seeing as they were already a hostile aircraft or spacecraft in between us and the refueling station, we should probably do a scan to make sure we're not surprised again.
Hans, scan the area.
No problem, Captain. Let me lighten the mood a little bit too. It's been quite the day. You guys hear?
Han, can you sing us a song?
And you guys, as Mahi's stripping out of his vac suit, and there, you guys are moving the sedated Tick into the environmental containment unit across from Susan in her cryopod. Music echoes through the shag-carpeted 70s interior of the scrappy little, now somewhat damaged vessel Ghost Fox Alpha as you guys move toward the asteroid refueling station Zeta 9. You want Hans to do a sensors roll for you, or do you want Cheffa?
If Cheva's available.
Cheffa, give me a sensors roll.
Now that I've freed the cat. Now the cat's out of the bag. I seem to be detecting a 10.
You do not pick up on any other vessels in the area, which is strange. There is a small scout ship that appears docked on the asteroid refueling station, but you also are able to discern that the core that powers the refueling station is powered down at the moment, which is strange. There is a communications buoy with an encrypted communication in it that you pick up on your sensors. I have downloaded the transmission from the communication buoy. Would you like me to try to decrypt it?
Let's hear it.
Alright, nice.
Transmission being decoded now. Hello. This is Zeta 9. This is Commander Phillips of the refueling station Zeta 9. We're being overrun. They'll take you by any means necessary. I won't let them take us. If anyone's hearing this, all hope is lost. The tide has come. The virus is here. Do not attempt refueling at Zeta 9. I repeat, do not attempt refueling at Zeta 9. May Sol keep you. And you hear the sound, distinct sound of a laser pistol as the transmission ends.
Well, it's obvious that we should definitely go onto the refueling station.
We're gonna have to go to the refueling.
100%.
Yeah, we're not afraid.
We already
did
have
all
some
hear that
infected.
transmission, or was it just them?
Yeah, you guys all hear it.
Yeah, I come over there to come. We will not be going straight to that station until we get some proper protocols in place to make sure we lower the risk of infection.
Everybody.
Protocols, motocols, doctor. Well, just wear vac suits. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We're gonna go solve this mystery.
A vac suit keeps air in and space out.
Okay,
What could
so
possibly go wrong?
do you guys realize that we have at minimum, just on our ship alone, 3 different catastrophes, infectious diseases type things that I actually have a lot of protocols I use to make sure that they don't infect all of us.
You guys
So,
are like,
like-
you guys are like the fucking Wuhan lab, dude. You guys, you guys
Protocols are a good thing. There's a reason everybody woke up this morning.
you have
And
you have
are-
a
and are still
self-replicating
themselves.
tick queen. You have the symbiote, and you have fucking infected mahis on that bitch, dude. And you have the parasite,
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
What are you trying to
Doctor,
say?
Science.
it's obvious that
And
you
the
are a
cube.
professional at this, and you'll probably come up with a protocol in the 4 hours it takes us to get to the refueling station. I do remember after the fight was finished, Hans told us that we needed refueling in a dire manner, otherwise we will be adrift in space. Would you
Yes.
rather die from suffocation or
I think
risk
there's middle
getting
ground
killed?
here. The doctor has a good point. We'll make all the right necessary precautions, and we'll get on that space station.
I'm not saying we don't go to the space station. I'm saying we need to have protocols in place so we don't get people infected. Because it made it sound like you guys wanted to jump out into space with no vac suits on and just shoot stuff.
I would say that just to be clear, our chances of finding enough fuel to make another jump without visiting Zeta 9 are 3.725%.
That's still better than 0. So we have that option if we need it. Starting to think we should have. I wish we could have not completely destroyed the other ship. We might have been able to siphon fuel.
Yeah, well, you guys whoever was in charge of the missiles, fucking.
Hey,
We
we're
shot
still
all
alive.
of our
Like,
missiles,
He's
right?
not upset of it being alive. It's just one of those things. Where like, I kind of wish we had been able to disable it.
Well, Doctor, I'm a naval gal and a pirate. Sorry for keeping us alive and letting my instincts drive us from not being prey to these blood-sucking humanoid ticks.
Oh, I have no problem with their ship being destroyed. It's a wish that I have. It's sort of like when you go and get food from the process. Like you're happy with the meal you have. You do sort of wish you could add lobster though every now and then.
Well,
Wait, lobster. Are we? That means we're eating some of her.
I have to check to see if she's biologically compatible. With,
Oh, she might be
consumption.
like the hot dog machine.
to be clear, we have only 1 week of power for all systems available. So this includes constant monitoring and upkeep of all the stasis pods and the environmental control units as well. No jumps or significant expenditure of weapon resources are involved in that calculation.
Okay. Well, let's see what we find at the station. If we're able to keep ourselves from being infected and are able to clear whatever's at that station, we might be able to use the facilities there.
I volunteer as tribute to go onto the station in my vac suit to check it out.
Good luck.
Remember, we want to investigate this infection.
I need to go there.
And also solve the droid issue.
I need to go there because we were promised a planet in return of someone on Satan tonight. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you were promised. You were promised.
Oh yeah.
Actual land.
Like the group.
Oh, that's right.
Which sector are we in again? Sorry.
You guys are in. So I post. I have it right here. I think I posted it in pictures.
On roll 20?
No, I post. Oh, was it on? Yeah, it is on roll 20.
Because I know it was shoot. Okay. We were at the top of the map essentially.
So yeah, this you guys were you guys basically jumped to the Noreme sector, and then you're refueling there at Zeta 9, heading for Darsalin.
Okay, cool.
Darsalin is the location of the if you guys I know you probably don't remember, but Darsalin is supposedly the location of the origination point of the technovirus. It's a prison that is powered by a ancient Dyson sphere that's supposedly built around a black hole. The technology is unknown. It's kind of like cobbled together power systems thing going on over there. There's also all those other planets that I listed off, the water planet and the psionic warlord and all that different stuff that's like that has that on Val and your information in this region is part of why you came up here, that supposedly has connections to the ancients. And yeah. So kind of just to close it out, you guys fire up that gravitic drive, the blue hue and the silence of the space, walk hand in hand through the stars toward this asteroid cluster. You maneuver deftly through it, whether it be Hans or Captain Helm taking a hand of the sticks. You move through around one asteroid and then another, flipping and dancing, flitting past the rocks until you're almost ready to land on the rotating asteroid in the center of this cluster that houses the refueling station. To paint the picture, Graper sleeps in an empty, unadorned stateroom, all of his things stripped from him. Zathotl, perhaps you have retired to get a couple hours sleep, or perhaps you're actively monitoring the giant queen tick Orlac in one environmental containment unit, a giant bay wraparound window into almost what could be considered a solitary confinement cell. On either side of you stand in stark contrast to the comfortable, laid back, almost silly psychedelic patterns and vibes around you. A woman who has probably murdered thousands, was prepared to turn a whole crew into fuel, sleeps in a cryo tank on one side of you, the queen tick on the other. A dose ready to infect her, perhaps in your hand, perhaps stored safely in the med bay. The captain stands in the bridge, piloting or monitoring. Valen just polishing her guns, standing beside the captain. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm in my stateroom.
Yeah, in your stateroom, disassembling and reassembling a plasma rifle, getting everything perfect on it, perhaps. Chefa, you stand at the ready in your engineering lounge slash room, staring at the chit and the cube. And Mahis,
Yes.
as you stripped out of your vac suit and contemplate what's next for you, how you're going to retrieve this droid woman and finally, regardless of how long it takes you to get back, have deeds to planets. Out of the corner of your eye, you swear you saw something. You smell something. It's a rose scented musk that reminds you of your wife. And for a second, you're almost sure you see her. And as you whirl and turn, you hear in your ear, "You are so strong, Mais. Stronger every day." And that's where we'll leave it tonight.
Definitely not smarter. He says before he goes to bed.
Great session tonight, guys.
Fuck yeah. Alright, I'm turning
Very
off
fun.
the
Yeah,
recording.
thanks, man.
I thought our first